Corecon has teamed with DocuSign to provide electronic signatures for use in Corecon detail report templates. These detail report templates include estimate proposals and many of the contract admin and procurement features. Corecon subscribers must already have a DocuSign account set up before using Corecon's electronic signature feature. A completed and signed document will reside on DocuSign's servers. However, a link to this file is accessible from the linked file details form. Special bookmarks have been added to these detail report templates to accommodate for electronic signature tags. There's a few things you should consider before viewing this training video. First of all, the feature must be turned on. So we're going to go to the global settings, down to eSign. You'll need to switch the eSign option on, or yes, and you'll need to log into your existing DocuSign account. You'll need the email DocuSign account is based on, as well as an account number or token. Remember to click Save. Also, there's a list of features that you can add optionally to be used with DocuSign or electronic signature, and then click Save again. Corecon provides a variety of tools to help you with this process. If you go to the knowledge base, which is this question mark at the top right hand corner of your screen, and down to the integration and public APIs, and then down to electronic signature, and select DocuSign. There's information in this PDF that will help you get your DocuSign account set up with Corecon, some basic notes, how that works, and there is a list of templates that Corecon provides that already have the bookmarks used for electronic signature embedded. This file is quite long, and it will be downloaded when you click on this to a zip file, which needs to be saved to a folder and unzipped. There's also information on the different bookmarks in these module template options: estimating, contract administration, and procurement. When you download the Corecon provided detail report templates from the zip file, the folder will look something like this. As you can see, change orders, change proposals, estimate proposals, purchase orders, prime contracts, subcontract change orders, and subcontracts are all available at this time. We're going to open one of those templates in Microsoft Word and scroll down to the signature area. The first two bookmarks in each column are Corecon standard bookmarks. The second two are the special electronic signature bookmarks provided that will work with your DocuSign account. Microsoft Word is used as a report editor. To see the bookmarks, which in this case look like a capital I, in a template, you will need to go to File, Options, Advanced, scroll down to the Show Document Content, and make sure that the Show Bookmarks option is checked, and click OK. To see what one of these special electronic signature bookmarks look like, we're going to click just to the right of a bookmark, go up to Insert, Bookmark, and Microsoft Word will show you how that special electronic signature bookmark will show up. Before we get into how to do that, it's important to remember that Corecon provides additional training videos that you may want to view before attempting adding your own bookmarks. If you go back to the knowledge base to training videos, the Corecon, down to reporting, there are 3 training videos on how to create detailed templates in general. In addition, there's also a training video on how to use Corecon detail report templates with your DocuSign account. Some of the information mentioned in this video is covered in those additional 4 videos mentioned. Back to Corecon. One way to insert these bookmarks into your custom templates is to find a corresponding default template that Corecon has provided and simply copy the entire area with bookmarks and paste them into your Microsoft Word document that'll represent the custom detail report template. However, the electronic signature bookmarks do change from record or transaction type. To find which bookmarks to use, we'll again go to the knowledge base, down to integration, to electronic services, and to DocuSign. The first document that we're going to update today is a procurement document, and more specifically, purchase orders. You'll see that the standard bookmarks used to create a custom detail report template and the merge fields available are shown in this article. In addition, based on the recipient, Corecon has provided you additional bookmarks specific to electronic signature that will work with DocuSign. In this case, the bookmarks are already noted in this group as from, and in the case of a purchase order, that would be most likely someone in your company, a project manager or contract admin, for example. If we scroll down a little farther, you'll see that there are general or standard bookmarks for the to company or supplier. At the bottom, there's a group of bookmarks that are specific to electronic signature that you can use with DocuSign. There's one for authorized by, which may be different than the electronic signature bookmarks in the from category. Next, we're going to select a custom template already created that will add these special electronic signature bookmarks to. We'll go back to projects. This was a project used in the previous video. It relates to this subject. We'll go down to procurement and to POs. I'll open that purchase order, including the detail. Go to reports and PO detail. I've selected this custom purchase order with terms, and I'm going to preview that. You'll see that the special electronic signature bookmarks haven't been added, but there's been some changes to this template already. We've taken out a few lines, we've changed the color scheme, and we've also added a second page with terms and conditions. The area we're going to focus on is this signature area. Now let's go to global settings. If you've already uploaded the template, you'll find it in the Word templates. This is the one we're going to be working on. I'm going to go ahead and download that, and I'm going to open. Again, I have the Show Bookmarks option turned on. As mentioned earlier, one of the easiest ways to insert the signature block in a detail report template is to take the one that Corecon has provided you in the zip file, copy the entire area, take out the existing, and paste that signature block at the bottom of your document. That way all of the bookmarks have already been added, including the special e-signature bookmarks. Again, if we go to Insert, Bookmark, you'll see because my cursor is just to the right of one of the bookmarks, Microsoft Word will identify that special bookmark. You can also add these special bookmarks manually. So I'm going to hit Control-Z to get rid of what was already there. I'm also going to delete the previous signature line, and then I'm going to add a table. Table is used to keep all of these bookmarks lined up. I'm adding a table with 5 columns and 5 rows. When we're done, this table or grid, we're going to hide the lines so they're not visible. And we're going to merge the first 2 on the first line and the last 2 on the first line. And we'll enter the title. And the title for the signature block for the vendor. And I'm going to line this up so it fits with the other tables that we've already inserted. Since we want this to match the color scheme, I'm going to right-click, Table Properties, Table, Borders and Shading, and we'll select that same color, the color scheme, and apply it to the cell only. And click OK. I can do the same in this other section just by clicking on it and hitting F4. I think I'm going to add one more row so that there's a break. I'm going to use this first column for labels, I'm going to move that over and try to line that up with above. We'll move that over a little more. We're going to use these as labels. This will be the contractor's company, contractor contact. We'll skip a line as a break, signature, and sign date. We'll do the same for the supplier. And to try to save space, I'm going to try to get this grid lined up with the information above. Now, these first two rows, the bookmarks are the standard bookmarks, not related to the special electronic signature bookmarks, and they're already repeated above in the header of this purchase order. So I only need to add those again by inserting them. The first one is the contractor company, which would be the from company. And I'm going to add a 2 behind it because it's the second time I'm using it in this detail report template. I'm going to do the same with the contact. Insert bookmark, the from contact, adding a 2 behind it since it's the second time I'm using it. It's here and up here. We'll do the same for the supplier company bookmark. That would be the 2, so that Microsoft Word knows this is the second time I'm using it, and the same for the supplier contact. Now to the special electronic signature bookmarks. For these, I'm going to jump back to the knowledge base article, and we'll scroll down to the from company. We're going to copy the signature bookmark from the prime contractor. We'll go insert bookmark, and since this one's never been used before, in this template, I just have to paste that in there with no number behind it. Same for the signature date. Insert bookmark, paste, click add. Same for the supplier signature. And this time we'll scroll down to the 2 supplier bookmarks, down to the special signature, special electronic signature bookmark. We'll paste these in, insert bookmark. So these will be the 2 company and the 2 e-signature date. So we'll go up to insert, bookmark, and paste. Now a couple other notes on this. First of all, we're going to need to give this a little bit of room for that signature that comes back from DocuSign. And these bookmarks that relate to the special electronic signature bookmarks, we need to change the font to white. We don't want the information to show up there. So we're going to change the font to white on those 2 and on those 2. DocuSign will insert its own information, a simile of the signature, as well as a validation code. We also want to take out the grid lines from this table. So we'll say no border. Just use those to keep everything lined up. We also need to add some lines underneath these fields. So I'm just going to put my little cursor right next to the bookmark, click home, and we'll put a bottom border on each of these. And I'm doing that by just clicking F4, so I don't have to go look for that option again. Might want to take this label and align it down where the line is. I'm just going to click on that, right click, properties, go to cell tab, click bottom, that it lines up with the signature. We got to leave a lot of room there because the DocuSign signature simile takes up that amount of space. So we'll do that again, go to table, cell, bottom align. Now that should all be lined up. And we'll click File Save. That the file type is Word 97 to 2003 document, but we could also use the Word 97 to 2003 template format. I'm going to stick with this file format. I'm going to save that to my downloads and click Save. Now I'm going to close it. And we'll go to Global Settings, down to Templates and Reports, Detail Report Templates, and we'll upload it. We got to find the feature first and give it a unique name. I'm going to find that file in Downloads and click Upload. Now when we go back to the purchase order, we go up to Reports, PO Detail. When we pull down the templates, we'll see the template we just created. And I'm going to preview it first. You can see all the information is already filled in. Now we're ready to send that out to recipients for electronic signature through DocuSign. So we're going to save PDF to linked files and click OK. And this will be the one that we're sending out. Actions, e-sign, and go through the rest of the process as was demonstrated in the accompanying video. And back out to Project Home. I've already selected and customized a prime contract. So let's go to Client Contract Administration. So this will be a fixed lump sum prime contract, and we'll customize that. Let me just drag that over. It is already in a Microsoft Word document format. It is using the older Word 97 to 2003 document or DOC file format. And we're going to do two things this time. On this one, since we already have everything formatted and Corecon's provided us a sample template, we're going to take out this information and leave our cursor right where it belongs. From my DocuSign options that I downloaded, I'm going to select the Prime Contract Fixed Lump Sum Item Details. And I'm going to copy all that information to save a little time. We're just going to paste that right here. Notice it's already lined up because it used a table to fill in all of these blanks. But there's one other thing I want to do to this. Scroll back up to the top and open the footer. And since this is a prime contract, we're going to go back out to knowledge base article on inserting these bookmarks, but we're going to use the contract admin option this time. We're going to go to prime contract and we'll scroll down and notice that there is special bookmarks for initials. So the first one, the issued by, which would be your project owner, customer, or client. And there's another one under the issued to bookmarks, which would be contractor or your company, also issued to the initial. So I'm going to go back up to the first page here in the document footer. I'm going to insert another table just so everything stays lined up. We're going to need a couple of these. We'll take out whatever we don't. And we're going to insert a table. We just need one line this time. And following the same format, the issued by and the issued to, we'll put the labels in for the initials. And just to save some space, I'm going to copy this page numbering bookmark into this last cell. So we can get rid of that. We'll leave a little break in between. And we'll also want to align these at the bottom. We'll go to table, bottom align, same for here. Let's also right align these. And then we'll just shape this up a little bit. Notice that the initials block that we've added is at the bottom of every page in the footer. Now we need to add the bookmarks. The issued to initials, which would be your company. We'll insert, place the cursor into the correct cell. We're going to insert, we'll insert bookmark. Add. We'll also add the issued by, which would be your customer, client, or project owner. Insert. Insert and bookmark. And add. These two we might want to left align. Now we want to block out this grid so that can't be seen. So I'm going to highlight that whole table. So I'm going to select this whole table. I'm going to right click, table properties. We're going to go down to borders and shading and borders. Select none and click OK, and OK again. So now the initials will show up right next to the labels, and that will appear on every footer of every page because we put it into the footer. And when we get down to the signature page or signature block, the special electronic signature bookmarks and the signing dates will also appear when we send this out. We'll just click File, Save. Now there's one more step we got to remember. We're going back down here. We got to remember to change the font of the bookmark to white. Because DocuSign is going to insert its own simile of the signature and dates. We just highlighted them and saved those to white font so it blends into the background. Click File, Save. Now out to Global Settings, Templates and Reports, to Detail Templates. We're going to go to Upload, select the feature, give it a unique name. There's the one we just edited, and click Upload. Back to Corecon Home, back to our Prime Contract, to Reports, Prime Contract Details. Let's preview it. Now there's a place for the initials to show up once we've sent it through the DocuSign process. And those are on every page, at the bottom of every page in the footer. And then when we get down to the signature block, that information will be populated and the signatures from the special electronic signature bookmarks will be replaced with the signature information from DocuSign. So if everything looks good, then just switch this export option to Save PDF to Link Files and click OK. It'll show up here, and then you can initiate the e-signature as mentioned in the previous video. If you'd like to know more about this information, we encourage you to go to the knowledge base, to integration and public APIs, to e-signature services, and select DocuSign. The information covered in this training video, as well as the download of the sample documents, can be found in this knowledge base article.